Well, not if you're Whoopi Goldberg, a.k.a. Karen Johnson. Yeah, who knew Whoopi was a Karen? I thought that was only for white people, like Toyota Priuses and skiing.
A Staten Island bakery is hitting back at Whoopi Goldberg after she alleged on The View that they refused to make her dessert for her 69th birthday over her left-wing politics.
It's hardworking, it's perseverance, and recently somebody took to the national airwaves and defamed, frankly, this family.
When Whoopi Goldberg's allegations against a Staten Island bakery surfaced, Greg did not hold back.
Is calling on her to apologize, but instead, here's the update. She appears to double down in this new video.
There seems to be a lot of talk about the dessert I requested for my birthday.
Whoopi Goldberg's accusations began with a seemingly straightforward claim. A Staten Island bakery had refused to make her birthday cake due to her political leanings. Greg Gutfeld swiftly dismantled this narrative, pointing out that Goldberg's platform on The View allowed her to present these claims with little evidence.
And the place that made these refused to make them for me.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What? Oh.
For Gutfeld, this incident wasn't just about a cupcake order gone wrong. It was emblematic of a larger trend: celebrities wielding their influence to frame minor inconveniences as acts of discrimination.
But the bakery is firing back. They say that the reason they couldn't deliver Whoopi's order was due to problems with the building's boiler and not her politics. They even held a news conference with some other New York lawmakers, including Vito Fossella, to clear their good name.
Real quick, if you're enjoying this content and want more insights like this, hit subscribe and help us reach these topics to a wider audience. Thank you for the support. Now let's jump back in.
If you Google Charlotte Russe, there is only one bakery in New York that carries this particular cupcake. And they wanted to pre-order it. She called. She said, it wasn't my gender, it was my politics.
Greg highlighted how Goldberg weaponized her political identity, turning an everyday issue into a broader cultural battle. By implying that the bakery's actions were rooted in political bias, Goldberg attempted to position herself as a victim of conservative intolerance.
Politics. How the hell do you know that? They can prove that the oven wasn't working, but the next day it was working, so they were able to sell the cupcakes. So it was a false statement. It was made publicly, and they can sue for.
Gutfeld argued that this was a deliberate attempt to shift the narrative in her favor. In doing so, Goldberg not only vilified the bakery, but also added fuel to the growing divide between political ideologies in the United States.
Ostracized for politics?
I think it was such a ridiculous thing to do. Inserting herself into a conversation about a local business and coming after a business, especially as a celebrity, can be incredibly dangerous.
The term cancel culture has become a buzzword, but for Greg, it represents a serious issue. The power imbalance created when celebrities use their platforms to attack individuals or small businesses. He observed how Goldberg's accusations could have easily led to devastating consequences for the bakery if the community had not supported it.
Self-serving, very self-centered. Businesses aren't thinking about Whoopi Goldberg. They're thinking about how to make sure they get out the best pastries as you see them right in the screen in front of you. They were able to get them. So instead of focusing on something positive, she made it about herself.
A significant part of Greg's argument focused on the resilience of small businesses. The Staten Island bakery, owned and operated by a hardworking family, became the focal point of an unfair attack. Greg applauded the community for standing by the bakery, showcasing a grassroots effort to combat the influence of celebrity privilege.
Stick around that long if you start making decisions based on your customers' politics. It seems kind of asinine to me.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And listen, I'm a customer of Halterman's Bakery, and I always tell people I'm a Democrat. I'm a normal Democrat. Halterman's never refused to serve me. They just had a broiler issue. They're a wonderful business, a wonderful family.
Gutfeld delved into the contradictions within woke ideology. While proponents of the movement advocate for inclusivity and tolerance, they often exclude or vilify those who don't conform to their beliefs.
To Staten Island, to this community, it is respected, it's hardworking, it's perseverance, and recently somebody took to the national airwaves and defamed, frankly, this family, this wonderful family representing a wonderful business.
Whoopi Goldberg's actions, in Greg's view, were a prime example of these double standards. By jumping to conclusions and accusing the bakery without evidence, she exemplified the very behavior the woke movement claims to oppose, prejudging others based on preconceived notions.
On television, I have to say, and frankly, the people who defamed the Holterman family should apologize to the Holterman family for making stuff up to suit their needs. Not everybody wakes up every day and thinks about politics.
Social media played a pivotal role in escalating the controversy. Goldberg's comments on The View were quickly shared across platforms, leading to widespread outrage. Greg criticized this phenomenon, pointing out how social media often amplifies unverified claims, turning minor incidents into national debates.
The hard way that going after a Staten Island institution can be a recipe for controversy. Thousands of customers lined up outside Holterman's Bakery to show their support after The View co-host accused that bakery of political discrimination.
For Greg, the bakery incident wasn't an isolated event. It was a symptom of a larger cultural shift, where identity politics and cancel culture have created an environment of fear and division.
The eclipse, which is controlled by the View's gravitational pull. All right, Kat, did you ever see such a group? It's amazing how Joy and Whoopi became the smart ones.
For me, the most shocking thing about the conversation was how truly boring it was.
He stressed the need for accountability, not just for those accused, but also for those making the accusations. Goldberg's comments, he argued, should be scrutinized with the same rigor applied to the bakery's actions. Furthermore, Greg called for a return to common sense. Instead of jumping to conclusions or framing every inconvenience as a political attack, he urged individuals to approach such situations with fairness and objectivity.
Their brains are small, but who's the dumbest one of all? True, none of them are in Mensa, but who's the most densa? Perhaps it's Sonny who mastered the art of making idiots look smart.
Greg Gutfeld's analysis of the Whoopi Goldberg bakery incident provides a stark reminder of the dangers of cancel culture and the weaponization of identity politics. By breaking down the key issues, he highlighted the broader implications of such incidents, from the erosion of trust in small businesses to the hypocrisy of woke ideology. Remember to leave a like and subscribe to our channel if you found this content valuable.